Hi guys, it's time for another inventory video, and just like the past two videos, I'm going to show you the numbers, I'm going to show you the pictures, even though the pictures might be off a little bit since I don't know where every single little piece is. I know that I have misplaced a few items here and there, and sometimes they pop up, sometimes they don't. Sometimes I have like misplaced some things in my inventory where I just didn't know where to put it, and then I had a category for it, like a hair SPF. I had one in my miscellaneous, then I got another one and I realized that, oh, maybe I should have a, its separate category, or maybe it should go in the hair treatments or something. I've been back and forth here, but I don't like to mess with my inventory as I've written it, because it will just make it harder for me. So the best thing I can actually do is to try to use everything up from last year, and maybe I will not be as confused, maybe because I know more now. So I think the things that I'm buying and getting into my collection, I know more about those items, so I know where to put them, which is why I think it's a great idea to try to finish everything from last year, And this is why I'm going to show you the pictures from last year's inventory, where I have crossed out everything that I've used from those items. I have received some that I've already used up and stuff that you won't see in any of the pictures. But, these pictures serve as a reminder of what is getting older in my collection. Everything that is not in those pictures are newer. So I wanted like a visual reminder of what I should be working on, at least, somewhat, so that eventually these pictures will be out. So next year you will see those pictures again, but I will have crossed out even more. Hopefully. That is the plan. And lastly, I will talk about the goals that I have set for each and every category this year. And that was it for the intro. So let's get into the skincare. Let's go. So let's start with toners. I had 11 a year ago. I received 2 and I used up 5. So we're down to 8 and my goal is to have 5. Next up, we have face masks. These are not sheet masks. These are just those loose, maybe clay masks, peel off masks, stuff that are a little bit, messy. You have to spread them out on your face by yourself. Those kinds of face masks. It can be in a sachet or in a tube or in a jar or something. I had 61 of those 1 year ago. I received 5 new ones, but I used up 17 and decluttered 11. And those 11 had dried out. They were peel off masks. And so now I have 38. My goal is to get down to 15. I should probably have less than that as well, but we can change the goals as we go as well. But for now, my goal is 15. Lip masks. Last year I had 7. I received 2. I used up 2. And so I still have 7. My goal is to have only 2. Essences. I had 3. I gained 2 and I used up 2. So we're still at 3 and my goal is to have 5 or less. So I am within that goal. For sheet masks for my face, I had 85 of them. I received 5 and I used up 51. So now I have 39 left. And my goal is to have 52 or less. And why I'm putting that number is, because I want to be able to have a mask every single week of the year. So I want to be able to buy a year's supply by the end of the year. I want to be able to have enough face masks for the rest of next year, So I'm okay with having 52, but I'm okay with less also, of course. Sheet masks for my eyes. I only had 1 last year. I gained 2. I used up 2, so I still have only 1. I'm okay with having 2. Also, when I speak about my goals, I mean for them to be goals for my inventory videos. Because it's okay for me if I receive 2 sheet masks for my eyes in the upcoming month so that I have 3. I don't really care, because I can still use them up and get to my goal by the end of the year, so that I'm under that goal again for my next inventory, if you know what I mean. So if I have more in the middle of the year or something, I'm not too worried about that, as long as I can use things up as well. Then we come to sheet masks for my lips. I had gone down to 0 last year and I haven't received or, finished anything since I had 0 from the beginning. My goal is 2 or less. Then we have serums, and I have worked pretty well on this one. I had 48. I gained 6 new ones, but I used up 16 serums. So that is a lot. So now we're down to 38 serums in my collection. My goal is to only have 15, which is a lot, but as I mentioned in another inventory video, this includes samples. My goals include samples. So if I want to have, let's say, 8 serums, and I want to have like a Dr. Babur 7-day treatment thing, I actually count those as 7 since there are 7 ampoules in there. So 7 plus 8, 15, let's say. So it might seem like an inflated number and like a big number, but just have in mind that it is about all of those samples as well. When we come to eye serums, I ended last year with 2 serums, but I actually used up 2, and I used up the 2 I had last year. So this picture is out of the way. It's great. And now I only have 1, and it's not the same one. It's actually from another company, and it's so nice to actually be able to use a new product because I didn't really think that the last serum did anything. So it's nice to see if any eye serums actually work for me. My goal is to have a maximum of 2. Now, day creams. I'm trying to eliminate this category and only have one category, which is day/night creams, which is basically face creams. You can have them day or night or both. And I just want one category. But when I started my inventory, I really divided these day creams from the ones you could have during days or nights. And that's why I had 2 different, but it did get quite chaotic. So I want everything in one category here. Which is why I want to use all my day creams up. So I have to go through my inventory and see what I actually have in that category, I guess, for next year. Anyway, I started out with 45. I didn't gain anyone because if I had received anything, it would automatically go into my day/night creams. So I didn't receive any, but I finished 13 of these. So I'm down to 32. And like I said, my goal is 0. For day/night creams, I had 30. I gained 7, but I used up 10. So we're down to 27. So I've actually gone down 16 face creams this year. That's good. Really good. And my goal for my face creams is to have a maximum of 20. Then I had a day cream/primer. I think it's the one I'm working on right now. I'm not sure. But anyway, I had one. I still have the same one. I would like to use that one up and be finished with this category. Night creams. I had 15. I gained 1. I used up 2. So I'm down to 14. So we're still going down slowly, but surely. My goal is to have 8. Sleeping masks. I had 6. I gained 2. I used up 3 and I decluttered 1. So now I'm down to 4. I would like to go down further to 2. Then I had a category for décolleté creams, but I didn't have any last year and I still don't have any. My goal is to have a maximum of 2. I do like this category, so if I receive anything in a calendar or something, that would be awesome. Then we come to eye creams. I had 15. I gained 2, I used up 2, and so we still have 15. And I would only like to have 3 because these take such a long time to finish. So even if I would have a mini one, I only want like 2 full sizes because it takes a year for me to go through them. And for the last category of this video, we have face oils. I used to have 8. I gained 1, but I used up 3. So we actually went down by 2 to 6. And my goal is to have 3 or less. I don't feel like face oils is something that I need in my routine or anything, but I'm okay with having a few. And those were all of my skincare items. I am very, very happy with how this turned out. I have to check and see if I actually went up anywhere. Okay, so I have 17 categories in my skincare inventory. 7 of those stayed the same. However, 10 of these categories I actually went down in and none of them increased. So that is great. Everything went down or stayed the same. That's how I'd like it to be for next year as well. Because I do feel like I have a lot of everything. And the only thing I think I want to buy, or like I wish that they will have in a calendar, if they have it in a calendar, I would probably buy the calendar, is essences. I love essences. I like how they feel. I only have 3 and I'm very close to finishing one. One is like, it's not a big size. It's not small either. It's like maybe a deluxe size, or maybe it's, I think it's a full size, but it's not the biggest full size, if you know what I mean. So I think I will be able to finish that one as well. And then I have a really big one. I don't know if I will go through all of them this year, but I will probably go through at least 2 of them. And so I would like to have at least a backup or 2 for next year. But I don't have to fix them now, and I don't feel like I need anything, you know, right now. I think just like last year, I'm going to be good until the advent calendar season comes because that's my Achilles heel. So that was it for today. I really hope you enjoyed this video, that you'll click that subscribe button and follow along on this journey, and I hope you'll have a lovely evening. Bye!